Hey guys, Stef here. Last week was a lot of little bug fixes, really. Basic little things. Give me a second, let me find one. Yeah, so here's the first bug, which is the user ID profile photos. There was no edit/change button, so now as you can see we have enabled edits. If you just click update, you can now change it for other images. These little bugs might seem mundane and boring, but it's the tedious little task that all developers have to go through to create the best possible user experience. We also had some other issues like retrieving users' last information. We fixed this. Now the blockchain uses only the most recent data approved by admins, so we have better control over user accounts. And the data is stored. Eventually this will need to be a huge database, so we want to make sure it is being stored accordingly and can be assessed readily. Again guys, not the most interesting stuff, but at least it gives you a little insight into how software is built and the painstaking periods of monotony that is sometimes experienced. Next, we have created installation data for the project, so all the information you can find on our Git under the README doc. We'll upload that for everyone once we're happy with our progress or competitive velocity. We want to keep some of it under wraps until we've reached enough headwind to enable us to maintain our first to market strategy. End of the day, we're a business and value any competitive advantage we can have. Okay? Next, we played around with other little functions like the time overdue and time left, creating a countdown, which we will get into later. Basically, it enables us to automate some triggers, i.e. overdue warnings, make incentives to settle debt early, send out other offers, offer to pay for extensions, etc., etc. Just lots of cool little functions that we feel will really create a full solution debt management protocol like no other. Some of these will come and go as we trial and error the whole program from a user's perspective. This data is also retrieved from the blockchain and calculates here every time you reload the page. We've got heaps of cool little ideas that we are playing with right now, and we'll go into much further detail after initial tests. For the time being, I hope that makes sense as is anyway. Okay, so next we created an automatic update feed from the blockchain. Now system checks will help gather information from the blockchain, then update every time this information changes. It's needed for situations when your loan becomes overdue, for instance. Once it's overdue, this script will check in when the loan is overdue, then save this information. Okay? Alright, and next we have refactored calculation of fee for digital collection payments and commissions. Now we are operating on limited amount of use cases. Currently we are working with only 3 different scenarios. The first case is when no digital collectors want the assignment. When it isn't collected, no fees are paid out, obviously. And the second case is when many people apply for the loan and many people activate it. However, only a few digital collectors use their referral links to collect, i.e., the user only clicked their links without clicking all the others. Then the referral payout structure is split according to just the most active and effective collectors. So the non-performing collectors don't share in the payment structure, okay? It's all about performance. Performance first, baby. Okay, so last week we also cloned Ravencoin, but we didn't have much more time to play with it yet. We're interested to see which limitations there are and what opportunities we could expose. Basically, look for some inspiration to help us optimize our solution. We are, in essence, the Ethereum of debt, or the Ravencoin of debt. We'd like to highlight the fact that we initially set out with the assumption we should take Ravencoin and customize the code base, add in smart contracts, and build out from there. But the further we developed on the Ethereum, the more we realize how truly versatile it is. We do intend on deploying our own network once, but for all intensive purposes of launching a project, gaining users, and generating revenues, Ethereum has everything we need for now. Well, that's all for today. Thanks, team, as always. Follow, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let's change the world, guys.